morning, my friends. Hello. Welcome to our Monday stream. Also, welcome to all our future friends who are watching this later. And oh, yes, I saw James' comment about Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's Day. Also, happy belated Father's Day. Here in Germany, we had also the Father's Day on Thursday, which falls on the same day as Ascension Day. And yeah, I hope you had a good long weekend, kind of, because I didn't stream on Thursday. Yeah, I'm happy to be back with you guys. JC was here on time, or even before. Yeah, very early. I just wanted to be early today. Hello, hello. Francis is here. Francis says, yeah, I'm on time for once. And as I already said, James is here too. Hello, hello. And thanks for the happy belated Mother's Day. And yes, James also includes pet moms. Yeah, there are many kinds of moms and dads out there taking care of each other. And Keiko is here too. Hello, hello. Good morning. Elle and Mark is also here. Hi. Good to see you. JC, I was just starting to get over you abandoning us on Thursday. And then you brought it back up. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have reminded you guys of what I did. But for this week, the plan is to stream each day. So I hope this will help to make it up to you guys in the afternoon. But in the afternoon, so not during my stream time, I will go to Berlin with my daughter, and she has an appointment at the American consulate, to get her visa for the US. So it's very exciting. And I just told her this morning, actually, this is American soil. So when you go in there, you will be on American soil. So it's interesting. It's I cannot go in there with her because she will be 16. It's her birthday tomorrow. So when you're 16 and older, you have to go in there alone, and she cannot take anything with her except the documents. They have very high security standards. And so, yeah, it will be interesting for her. I'm pretty sure she will be excited. She is excited, but she will also be nervous probably. But yeah, it's cool. So we will have a little trip to Berlin, my daughter and I. I'm already looking forward to that. Oh yeah, I will tell her so we can celebrate tomorrow. Tomorrow it's her. If I come on live a little bit later, I don't know. It's probably because of the birthday breakfast chaos or anything. But I will try to be on time. Let me show you today's card. It's the Mystical Shaman. I don't know how to pronounce it in English, but I'm guessing. And as you can see, there's this really wise-looking old shaman and ghostly figures, birds, freedom. And I was just thinking about this connection to different realms, that creativity helps us to go to those places. And I was also thinking about how because we're so set in our ways in this reality, creativity is a way to loosen up a bit, about all of this, to get out of the mind into our body and then connect to things that we maybe cannot explain, or our subconscious. And I thought about a friend of mine who grew up in South America, who told me about shamans there, and they sit or live in darkness, because this helps them to connect with spirits and stuff. So I found this very fascinating when he told me, and he also showed me pictures of their. He also showed me a video of one of those. I think where he was personally, where the shaman did some rituals and all the trinkets they have. So it's kind of also scary. When he told me about it, it felt like, oh, this could be stuff from a horror movie, that they are living in darkness and the spirits aren't always kind, there are also darker spirits. But it made sense for me that the shamans have to close off outside stuff, the things that normal people live like. I also thought of shamans, when you think of them, that they live more outside of a village, and people go to them, but they're more like hermits, don't participate in everything in the normal day-to-day life, but they have to close themselves off a bit from that so that they stay able to connect with the spiritual world. So I thought about how we also, I think, can harness this ability to step into our creativity, our subconscious, and for our creative works. And probably we don't need to live in darkness, but just for instance, breathing exercises can be helpful, just to slow down and come back to our bodies and not be in our heads so much. But silence, not all those noises can distract us, and just calming ourselves. Oh, and nature, obviously. I also think, for instance, when you just sit and look into nature, can be very helpful to just come back to yourself and not so be in your mind all the time, which definitely helps to connect to that. Oh yeah, James, don't need to live in darkness. You're a shaman as well. Shaman. And I like Keiko's comment, I have to get the laundry. That's exactly that. What I try to tell here, that our day-to-day life is so profane sometimes, and all the stuff we need to do, and this kind of disconnects us from this like, I don't know if it's a spiritual realm but this more I don't know how to explain it, but this deeper things, our inner world maybe. And so especially for creativity, I think we need this connection, because we get sometimes really cool ideas coming from the from inside, when we are able to go into the state of calm, and relaxation, and then suddenly stuff comes up. So, and Jesse also, I'm okay with living in darkness. Yeah. It's actually pretty funny that a lot of you guys are actually living in darkness in this our night owls. Oh, and yeah, magical stuff like the Northern Lights. Yeah, Keiko says, did you see the Northern Lights? I missed them. Yeah, we missed them too. Didn't even know until Saturday when the Tagesschau German news told about it. Yeah, I thought here where I am in Germany, I wouldn't be able to see them, but I actually didn't get up in the night. But yeah, it's so cool. Living in darkness, into astrology, reads the roll cards, speaks to dozens of YouTube personate, techno shaman. Techno shaman is cool. Yeah, sorry, Jesse, I will go back to your comments. I just found out today that my niece is going to Namibia, South Africa, to do some study abroad for about a month. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of her. Yes, you can be. She's studying to be a veterinarian. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. Yeah, that's really great news. tell her to send lots of pictures so you can participate in what she's experiencing. Yeah. Oh, see, they said they could be seen till the Oh, I thought only in the northern parts of Germany you would be able to see them. Oh, then I missed them too. Yeah. But yeah, this is cool. Yeah, all the magic happens during the night. I feel like that's what the card is telling us. Not just the mystical stuff. Yeah, I will. I need to live vicariously through her. Yeah, that's the same what I'm doing with my daughter going to the US. I was like, okay, Anya, you have to take a step back. It's your daughter's experience. It's not yours. When I'm getting too excited, and I'm like, it's not me that's going. It's her. See, living in darkness can be good. Yeah, and you don't miss the Northern Lights. I think in the US you should have also been able to see them. I think I saw the news from there as well, which makes sense. We are all on one Earth, so yeah, we are planning when we know, as soon as we know where she will be and how long she will stay in the US. When will her flight back be and everything. And we have to book it with the flight going to the US. We have to book the flight back as well. Then we will plan on maybe also coming there and getting her, and fly back with her, together with her, or something like that. We will think about that, definitely. So, but for now, let's sprint. Let's jump into work. Oh, see, yes, about as far south as Chicago. I'll pop out to see if I can spot them tonight as well. Oh, yes, do that. And if so, but in the city, it's also more difficult, isn't it? So, yeah, but oh, see, Francis shares. We had some really pretty ones over the Erzgebirge mountains here close by. All rose-colored skies in the hue of green. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, damn it. I should have been more. I was like, we won't see them here anyways. That's why I didn't really. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. And yes, we will be sprinting now. Yeah, I'm sorry for delaying the sprint. It's always so much fun to chat with you guys. So let's do it for 40 minutes. Enjoy sprint number 1. Okie dokie. That was our first sprint. There were lots of ads today while the timer played. So whenever I went back to the tab where I see the timer, I was like, an ad playing, right? So maybe 4 or 5 ads. Or I was writing and I looked up, another ad. I don't know what's happening today. Maybe YouTube wants to create a little bit more pressure for people to choose the ad-free version. I don't know. We will see what happens during the next sprint. And I also feel it's just for certain videos of mine that have ads playing and others don't. It's very strange. But yeah. What happened during the sprint? First, let's say hi to Lisa. Hello. Do you think I could start a fundraiser on here to pay for editing, formatting, cover, and marketing of my book? A fundraiser is a great idea. Or crowdfunding or stuff like that. So I want to learn more about your idea, how you want to go about it. You have to, yes, I definitely can share it here as well. And there are certain platforms, I think, where you can also do fundraising or crowdfunding. I have some friends who were successful with that. I also once thought about it for the translation of my first novel, but it's so expensive. Kind of. If you want to have a good translation, it's very expensive, especially when you have a 400-page book. But yeah, so yeah, let's share a little bit more about that. I'm definitely willing to share. I don't know if you just have a GoFundMe page or anything. I don't know how this usually works. So Kaiko was successful, hung the laundry. Yeah, and YouTube, yeah. Lol, my local news made a section about how expensive the driver license, has become in Germany. When my mother and her siblings got theirs, they had to pay like 400 to 500 bucks. Nowadays, it's like up to 4K. Yeah, I don't want to know how expensive it is nowadays. I think I also had to pay more than 1K, like 25 years ago. No, how old am I? When did I make my driver's license? But yeah, it must have been around that so time. Yeah, and if it's 4K today, yeah, it's crazy. Definitely, we should actually start saving money for our kids to get a driver's license. Yeah, I also when I started the sprint, I looked up Namibia on a map because I wanted to figure out where it actually is in Africa, on the continent, where it's actually located. And Jessie also said that her niece is also is your niece going to Namibia and South Africa, or did you just mean in the south of Africa? I want to know. So yeah, because I wanted to. I think Namibia and South Africa both are very. Germans like to travel there as well. So I looked it up, and probably because there were German colonies there in this area as well, they speak several different dialects: Afrikaans, English, and also German. So that's why I was curious. Will your niece be able to get by with English? Would be good to know. And yeah, I heard it's very beautiful in Namibia. So the landscapes and everything. So that's very exciting. So yeah. 10 years ago, my classmates had to pay 1.8K to, yeah, yeah. I also, like I said, probably cheaper than that, but it probably got more and more expensive over the years. Yeah. I skip on that. Wouldn't be able to drive anyway. Too scared. It is definitely scary. I remember starting the first lessons I had, and we kind of immediately, I think I met my teacher on a parking lot, so that I learned to drive first on a parking lot. I was like, okay, that's okay on a parking lot. But like after 5 minutes, I just learned how to change gears. In Germany, you learn to drive with not with automatic, but with gears. I don't know what's it called when you have different. Most people here know how to drive when you have to switch gears, not automatic. I think my English is getting worse and worse each day. I cannot communicate anymore. So I remember that we immediately drove through the city, like in my first lesson, and or not, maybe not the city, but more landscape driving. Not landscape, country road, So, but that was scary. And I also remember when I got my driver's license, my mom said, okay, just use the car right now, because she wanted me to immediately drive, practice driving, each day, which is really good, because so that's how you lose the fear. But yeah, I think the first 2 years I was really scared. Oh, see, Namibia's language is English. They also speak German there because they were a German colony, says Kaiko. I don't know. My sister said Namibia, South Africa. Maybe she meant that Namibia is in the south of Africa, yeah. Or maybe it's like / maybe your niece will go to Namibia and South Africa. We don't know. But even just Namibia is a big country, so probably when she's just there for a month, Namibia is enough. And yeah, how old am I? Me starts paperwork to move into a memory support unit in the States. One way of staying near your daughter. Yeah. And I can stream when when I'm in a room there, you can set everything up so that I can still stream at the same time. If I remember, but you can remind me. Jessie, I know she said Namibia, so maybe my sister was confused when she told me. Yeah, either way, it's Africa, so it's pretty cool. It's, yeah, definitely really, really cool. Oh, I didn't know that. Namibia was administered by South Africa until the early 1990s? Okay, didn't know that. During that sprint, I worked on my blog post. Awesome, that I'm posting tomorrow. I just need to think of a title to put on it now. Cool. Manual transmission. That's when you have, yeah, I think it's quite, yeah, like I said, here in Germany, that's what you learn. And when you can have a driver's license for manual transmission, you automatically can also obviously drive with an automatic car, automatic transmission car, YouTube is struggling. I'm 1 minute behind. Yeah, I can't even drive in a video game. Yeah, but I'm the same. Definitely, we play on Xbox. We sometimes play racing games. And my daughter, one of my daughters, is really, really good. And I'm just Need for Speed. I run into the highway pillars. Yeah. Okay, let me set up sprint number 2. It will probably, and there will be more ads, it will probably be longer than 50 minutes because I might miss some of them when I'm focused on journaling and stuff. But yeah, we will see. Maybe I can count how many ads will be playing during this sprint. Strange. Very, very strange. Oh yeah. Anja, your INFJ is showing with all this ST car confusion. Or maybe it's just my language struggles, it's lots of terms that I don't know in the English language. That's why I'm struggling to talk to you guys about driver's licenses and all the stuff. But yeah, maybe also that I'm not, although I wanted to say I'm not interested in those things, but although I watched a YouTube video about this topic, why in the US there are more automatic cars, whatever it's called, and in Europe you tend to have more, what was it called? Gear transmission? No. Sorry. I already forgot what it's called. The other kinds of cars. Where's the comment? Namibia. Manual transmission cars. It's not my kind of topic because I was interested in knowing, but I already forgot. It had to do a little bit with that in the US, it was a lot. It didn't matter as much how much how much fuel you needed and stuff like that. So because automatic cars, but I would have guessed automatic cars would be better with how much fuel is needed. I cannot talk about this topic in English. It's too difficult for me. Oh, that's also interesting. Kaiko, so I watched the entire news section and the driver teacher said some interesting things as to why it gets so expensive. Yeah, James is having a laugh at me. I'm very glad we have more automatic cars here, though. I don't want to drive a manual. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, it's way more relaxed driving. And I think now with more electric cars, we also have more. I think all electric cars don't have a manual because it doesn't make sense. Yeah, so it's changing definitely. So manual transmission loses less power from the engine. See, muscle car enthusiasts drive manuals, and a lot of driving enthusiasts are like, it's more real driving when you have this manual transmission. You can have more power control over the driving itself, and it's more exciting probably. I don't know. Not for me, I don't really care. And like gas is more expensive. Oh yeah, back to the driver's license. Gas is more expensive. Yes, makes sense. Traffic is more complicated. So you have to take more hours probably more cars, more hours, more traffic. So it's more expensive to learn then, because the teacher wants to be paid. And they said the students need more lessons because they don't know the simplest things that one would know about traffic behavior or from bicycle lessons. I don't know. I also didn't know a lot of things 25 years ago. But yeah, maybe. I don't know. I thought because there's more traffic, people would be more aware of, I don't know. But yeah, but it makes sense that it gets a little bit more expensive. But yeah, not like that, but still. And my grandfather bought his first automatic transmission because my mom couldn't learn manual. I don't need that much control. Yeah, it's definitely more relaxing. And my sister now has an electric car, and with also, for instance, the car keeps in check how the distance to the cars before you, that's driving before you. So it's a way. She also, and also keeps checks the speed she's driving. So she always laughs, and she's sure she's annoying lots of drivers behind her because her car automatically slows the car down so that she doesn't go over the speed limit. And usually in Germany, you drive a little bit over the speed limit. You're pretty sure that's the same in the US. I don't know. So she's kind of driving really slow now in comparison, probably to other drivers. But she also said it's very relaxing and kind of dangerous because she obviously still has to drive, but because she doesn't have to focus as much anymore on the speed limits and everything, or switching gears, for instance. You need to be a little bit more focused, I'm guessing. Mark, as I remember, back in 1998, one could already learn on automatic transmission, but next to no one went for that option. Yeah, because I think when you learn only automatic transmission, you are not allowed to drive a car with manual transmission in Germany. But I would say I'm not 100% sure if that's true, but that's why most people decide probably for the manual transmission so that you can just drive whatever you want kind of car. But I'm not 100% sure if that's true. No, I don't want anything to do with electric cars. Almost everyone in my family can drive stick except me. See? Yeah, a little above speed limit. I don't know how strict they are in the US. Here it says if the police is tracking your speed, they have a little leeway, have to give a little leeway because the speed trackers, whatever those devices are called, are not so, or the cars are not that shows the speed you're driving. I cannot talk about this topic, but they are not as exact, maybe, so that when your car shows you're driving, let's say 50 kilometers per hour, that's how fast you can go in the city here. It might not be as exact. That's why everyone says, okay, you can go a little bit more because the police won't do anything about it. I don't know. Complicated. Drives down highway dealing with the sonic booms of others drivers. It depends on if it's quota time or not, how hard they enforce the speed limits here. Oh, interesting. Speedometers are unreliable. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you for that. So let's sprint so that we can just stop talking about cars and speed limits and stuff. So I hope you enjoy. I hope there won't be too many ads. So have fun during the next 15 minutes. Okie dokie. Second sprint is over. And I just looked at the time, was like, oh my God, it's already past 10 here. So yeah, I probably chatted a bit too much with you guys about cars and stuff. But still, how did everybody do? I think we can have a final maybe 10-minute sprint. I can set up the shower timer, maybe one of my favorite timers. Yeah. Yes, I did miss you guys a lot. That's true. That's why I forgot the time. So let me set up the shower timer already. There will, yeah. Anyway, there's an ad. Anyway, so I have still some time to chat with you guys. Carmen joined us during this sprint. Oh, awesome. James indulged my haiku back to cool down for the night. Awesome. And how do you go about this? Do you just have a feeling about the how many syllables you can use, or do you have it written down like because a haiku has this is built in a certain way and you have to yeah, I would not even know how to start a haiku. So yeah, nice. Says also JC. And I wanted to say that Carmen joined us. Hello, Carmen, during the sprint, and she talked about her Dax Basil. Such a cute name. Is falling asleep, watching me, watching my pasta bake, cooking. Behold my ingverbs. And Carmen said that my kids wrote out names for him because I said, oh, Basil is such a cool name, and for him to choose from. She misspelled Basil, but that's the one his nose chose. Oh, just imagining it is so cute. Yeah, the ads 8 hour time, probably. Oh yeah, that's how it is. The structure of a haiku 575. But still. Yeah. Or probably when you're used to reading haikus, you get a feeling for this rhythm. If it is even a rhythm, it's so short. I don't know. But still, I'm just wondering, or is it really a work of structure? You have an idea and then you cut everything down until you reach the syllable amount you are allowed to have. That's fascinating. So yeah, ads in the first, but I looked out for ads during the sprint. Maybe I missed some of them, but I think there weren't any ads now in the last sprint. But in the first sprint, there were like 4 or 5 ads that I missed the half of it. It's Eos rosy glow, gleaming steeds bright chariot, Helios sets forth. So this is about Greek mythology, I'm guessing. But oh yeah, Helios, yeah. Is Eos the one who burned his wings, or no? That was someone else. But yeah, oh, still thank you. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy your haiku. But I'm immediately thinking about who was the one that lost his life coming too close to the sun. But beautiful. Eos rosy glow, gleaming steeds bright chariot, Helios sets forth. So, yeah, Helios is the sun god. Yeah. I have to look it up. But because we don't have that much time left, I have to start the sprint. Ian's rosy glow. Hi, Ian. Icarus. That's, yeah. Thank you, JC. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. I just didn't remember the name. Icarus. Yeah, it was Icarus. such a sad story, but and hi Ian. Ian with a rosy glow. So you're right on time for our final sprint, a 10-minute shower timer, one of where Ian actually gave me the idea to create this timer. So I hope you enjoy our final sprint. And maybe it's 10 minutes is just the right time to write another haiku. I don't know. I never did this before. So enjoy, have fun. Okie dokie, my friends. I have to run. I have to start working now. But I will be back tomorrow. And I'm interested in hearing more about haikus and also what James shared about the prose eddas, a medieval Icelandic book that retold Norse myths so that poets could recognize kennings in older poetry. Oh, yeah. Kenning is a subtle reference to elements of myth. Fascinating. Oh, yeah, and a discussion about haikus in the chat. No, don't go. I will be back tomorrow. I wish you guys all a wonderful time until then. And I hope you guys, if you have time, I hope I see you again tomorrow or another time. And I'm sorry, Ian, that this was such a quick sprint. But the others were longer. So you can go back and watch the stream from the beginning. So see you soon, my friends. Ciao, ciao, ciao.